Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I'm coming back at you with another wargaming and miniature video. And in today's video, we're going to do our store news update. In this update, what we normally talk about is things I've finished, what I'm working on, what kind of new supplies I've gotten in for the store or for my working projects. Plus, we talk about product for the store and also we touch on news that might pertain to what's going on in the store. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is what have I finished? Well, I finished these tanks right here that you can see. What we'll be doing here real soon is I'll be doing a close-up on these tanks so you can see what I've done. A couple of things unique about these tanks for me is I've used this Tamiya weathering powder. I used primarily the sand dust to lightly dust all of these models, and it's really made a difference. So you'll get a chance to see. All right, so we'll get back to that in just a second. I also got my AK order in, and in my AK order there was the magic gel and the magic potion, which I used for cleaning brushes, and this is for forming tips on brushes. And I've used them, and I did a video on me explaining it. But I found that you don't really need to let it sit and soak in the bottle for 24 hours. What you can do is soak the brush and then set the brush off to the side and just leave it wet for 24 hours and then clean it off. So that was a lesson learned. So I actually was able to do all my brushes in one day instead of having to do a little bit at a time. We also got in my second Vallejo rack. I had one. Now, you can turn them either way. They're the same rack. I just turned one sideways. 108 holes. It comes as an MDF wood. I just painted it black. Okay, so while I show off these vehicles, this is the Panther that I finished. Now these are West Wind. They are sold through the Old Glory website. Great for bolt action or any other like 28 millimeter World War II games that you might be playing. All right, let's take a look at another one. All right, we got the SU-85. And I don't know if you can see it, but I did use, remember what I said, the Tamiya powder on this to kind of give it a kind of a slightly dusty look and accentuate the edges and bring everything together. I think it looks, I think these, all these, I think I did a really good job. Now these are going up on the store as for sale. And here is our T3485. Yeah. Oh, now these are resin, usually resin bodies and metal accessories. So with the metal accessories, specifically like a turret, this turret weighs more than that hull does. It's all pewter. But like the tracks are metal and then the gas cans are metal, etc. Now I was able to use some Warlord Games decals. Here's an M4A3 Sherman. So now, I did get my AK order in, so I actually got quite a few more paints in. And luckily, I got my racks in as well, so I was able to get those put up. Now, as included with this order, I also got in some 28 millimeter American War of Independence and Napoleonic troops. So if you're interested in that, you can find those on the website as well. Got a Panzer IV-H. You can see the dust gathered in certain areas, like down in where the toolkits are and stuff. And when I did my mud, I kind of did it up a little bit on the skirts as well. And then finally, we got our Kubelwagen. Not, I keep saying Kubelwagen. It's actually an Opel Blitz. Now, what am I working on? Well, I'm currently working on flexible roads. I've already done one live stream video with applying the flex paste to the either the rubber or the felt. And then in the next live stream, Tuesday, we'll be applying paint and texture to it and seeing what it looks like, going forward. And this is primarily a test on these flexible roads to see how I would like to go forward in making them for the channel. I'm going to be, or my eBay store, I'm going to be making a number of these, maybe 100, I'm kind of guessing. Maybe putting them in packs of 6, and then you can buy like 6 roads or 6 intersections or a road intersection combo or something. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm making them in 2 sizes. We got the 2-inch wide and the 3-inch wide. The 3-inch will be great for vehicles like these, and then the 2-inch wide will be great for like 15 millimeter armies, either fantasy, Napoleonic, ancient, World War II, doesn't matter, on all these roads. Also, I'm working on a commission right now. I've got a Napoleonic starter army with some guns and some cavalry that I'm working on, and that's occupying all my time in the afternoons. All right, guys, finally, the news that I've got. We still have our free shipping on orders over $40. So if you're interested in, P.S., I did get in my Victrix order came in as well. So, and that was a fairly sizable order. And it also had some of the new models, like the new hoplites, and there was another new model. Oh, the Norman crossbowman. So that's exciting. Now, I did order. I have a Sarissa order of buildings coming in for my Napoleonic games, and I also have a Litco order in for some movement trays for Oathmark. So I'm going to be working on some Oathmark miniatures coming up real soon. And then the Napoleonic stuff is still going to be I'm pushing forward on that. I still need to do Jerome's division. and the Guard Cavalry. And then in the on the British side, I still need to do the Hanover Landwehr, and I need to do some the Dutch Belgian militia and line units, and I have to rebase quite a bit on the British side. But the French, I've got a lot finished actually. Well, the British I have a lot finished, but they need to be rebased. But all the tiles are finished. They're ready to go, ready to be played on. I just need those buildings and some units finished. And then I also want to do, I have additional foam tiles that are just blank foam. They haven't been worked on. I think I'm going to make some bespoke tiles for Waterloo. But I'm going to do it at a different scale, I think. Instead of 50 yards per inch, I think I'm going to do maybe a 100 yards per inch. That way I can get a battlefield twice as big on my table. What does that mean for my units? Because they occupy, they would if that was the case, they would occupy double the amount of space they're supposed to occupy. So actually 4 times, because you got 2 dimensions. So what I'm thinking is playing the Waterloo battle as brigades without changing the rules. So the brigades will, like a battalion that I normally have in like the Quatre Bras battle, would be a brigade in Waterloo. And numbers of bases, I was thinking I would have 1 base in each brigade per battalion. So that would give them, some of the larger brigades, more bases, and some of the smaller brigades less bases. But I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. So look forward to that in maybe an upcoming Napoleonic project update. But look forward to tomorrow, or maybe today, live stream working on these roads. And once I have determined between rubber or felt how I want to do my flexible roads, for sale that is, I'll probably just crank out a bunch of those and put those on the store, but I don't know how long it's going to take me. Probably 1 whole day to do the flex paste, and then another whole day to do the texturing or painting. So it's probably a 2-day project, and I'm going to do as many as I can fit on my table, probably. But that might be in a while. I might not do that right away. This is really just a test, and then I'm going to set the roads off to the side on my shelf, and then I'm going to come back to them after a week or so and see if they've curled up or if the ends lay flat or what have you. It's really just I'm really going to do a test on these. But again, look for these on my channel. They're going to be going up tonight. So thank you for coming out and checking out this news update, and I'll catch you in the next one.